Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our NoXG video. Today we are going to be continuing our Barnet career, road to pretty much the Premiership. So today we're going to be starting again the whole playing the matches. We're going to do, I think it's 4 matches I believe. We did an hour's recording. What I'm going to pretty much doing for the rest of the, oh that's a bit bad to have that on. But anyway, what we're going to be doing is about 4 matches. Each kind of thing, if it depends on how long each hour takes. It really depends on how long the matches do take. And what I'm going to be doing is showing you kind of like the change in the teams, like fast forwarded, just because unless I'm doing something really important that obviously would require me to do it there and show you. But things like changing the team around, I'll fast forward it so you can still see kind of quickly, but then it doesn't last an hour. So yeah, and then basically the match, I'll just show you the goals. If a 0-0 draw does happen, I will pretty much just show you just like the best shots kind of. But I think doing that with 4 matches, it'll just last too long. But on really semi-pro, there is going to be a goal. Even to them, I know I concede a couple of goals in this episode. But normally at the minute it doesn't really happen that much. But professional, there definitely will be 0-0 draws, maybe even losses. Sorry. So yeah, so we're going to be experiencing that on the journey to the Premiership. And also what I'm thinking about doing is kind of stopping going up to world class and legendary until I'm like certain that I can actually do it, because I struggle on professional with a good team. Not against like a good team, but like say if I'm like an average team against like Man U or Barcelona, I do struggle to score, to be fair. So I'm thinking Barnet in the Championship, or in the Championship, and Barclays Prem. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to win at all. I'm not an amazing FIFA player, and the computer has got so much better, it seems. So I'm kind of thinking professional kind of until it gets easy. So like as in now, I probably would be better to bump it up to professional, but I think at the minute I'm still getting used to the players. I got to admit I'm not used to everyone, but the strikers I'm getting used to now are Kaba and Nurse. They're the 2 main strikers. I got Holmes and Hyde and someone else. But I'm getting used to them. I'm getting used to how they play. I'm kind of getting used to my left and right mids. My right mid I've only just brought in. I think he's called like Chumakero or something like that. He's got no picture, but he's my like highest but second player. There's 2 players that I brought in that I'm highest. That other player will be coming back, I believe, in either this episode or next episode. And yeah, so you'll hopefully be seeing him. He doesn't really do much, so you probably won't see much of him, just because he's injured still, so he's getting his fitness back for me. But he does come back in, and I think I do look at it in a minute. In fact, I think it's now. I'm not 100% sure. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I do. I was looking at how I know when he's coming back. That's him right there, Loeb or something. But I looked at the injury list, and he's got. Where is he? I'm just looking at him. Oh, I've just missed it. He doesn't have very long left. I think he has a couple of weeks, if that, max. So I did go ahead and bring in someone else, but as you see around here, I'm just changing the team up a little bit. I think this was like an easy game, so I do decide to kind of change the team around a little bit, which I find is really good. It does like bring all the players in, and I gotta admit, I had a right mid, a left mid in fact, called Gambin. Yeah, that's his name. He was 46 rating overall in like 3-4 matches. He's gone to a 48, and that is just from playing him a couple. He hasn't scored or done anything like that. He does play quite well, to be fair. So I think bringing them in does work a whole lot. But when I want the goals, all I got to do is bring in Cabot or Nurse. Them 2 are lethal in front of the goal against the rest of the teams. But it is pretty sick. I'm getting onto a good start. I'm looking at the teams, and really Southend, Torquay, they're all my main rivals at the minute. Port Vale are doing quite well. But yeah, they're doing really well, so I've got to admit. And looking at Port Vale from last season, they were quite unlucky, because they were, oh no, to be fair, the points were quite in Swindon's favour, with 93 points, I believe. That's bloody loads. But there is 24 in the league, so that is quite a lot to be doing. And say, because like they got a 10-point deduction for entering administration, which would lead them to 59 points. So there would have been about 9th in fact, just ahead of Oxford United. But you've obviously got to take into consideration that they did go into administration, so you can't really do anything about that. just looking at all these teams, just seeing how my leagues are panning out to where everyone else is. I'm currently first, I believe, so I've really got this season wrapped up at the minute. I'm won every match so far, so it probably is best if I did crank it up. But like I said, I'm still getting used to the players, and I just want to make sure that I go through this season just to bring you a bit more kind of entertaining gameplay. So for next season, when you can see me kind of being the underdogs of the league, I've came up and we're trying to either go up again or at least secure a spot where I need to. And Burton as well, they ended up 17th with 54 points last season. They're currently last in my league at the minute, so looking at how they're doing, 12th is Northampton. Where did they finish? 12th. They finished 20th, so they're doing quite well in my season. So they've got a few good players. I believe Akin Fenwa plays for them. I would love to pick him up. I'm sure he's got a bit of a strength bonus that you can kind of use, and I think he'd be a really good player to put up front with, like a fast player. I think that would be a good buy, but I bet he is quite a lot, or he's probably not even at the team anymore on FIFA, just because, fair enough, maybe in Ultimate Team that he won't be, but I mean as in like people will buy him quite a lot. But in this, really, I think nobody takes into consideration that he's an absolute animal. But as you see at the minute, I'm just going into, I think I've got 2 more matches left. One of the matches only gets 1-0 at the end. But as you see there, Fortune is the new class. I believe he's my centre-back captain, and he is an absolute tank at the back. My defence is really good. They're quite tall as well, which makes it even better. Who have I got at the back? I'm just looking. Fortune and Stefan, I believe that is. I just can't read the name, because what I do now is, with my preview, I put it on quarter, and that was a beautiful goal by Abdullah. He just came back from injury, and I thought that was an absolute class start. He's been in injury since last season. I think he broke something. I can't remember roughly. I think it was his ankle that he broke. I'm pretty sure it was his ankle. And he comes back, and with a goal like that in his first match, absolute class. And then we get a penalty from this. It's kind of like I went to shoot, but he kind of like blocked my foot. So I got a penalty, and I believe I take it with Nurse. Nurse is the top goal scorer, and I thought Nurse is going to knock it past him. Just the keeper just missed it, unfortunately for him. But Nurse gets the goal and his beautiful lead on the goal. I believe he is I think he's like second or something in the top goal scoring rank. But he is still quite a class player. And unfortunately then, poor defending led to Woodyard getting a goal, conceding a goal in fact from me. And the match did end there 2-1, so it was a good match. Unfortunate for Southend, but we do end up getting the victory. So we're going again. We've got York City, so pretty much now, what's this? Lomas is back now currently, I believe. Yeah, I believe that is correct. And I think I do put him on, but what I'm doing now is just taking complete off my team and just pretty much just changing my entire team around just to kind of emphasise that it is a cup and we can afford to do this. Plus we are against York City. If anyone doesn't know, they came up this season from I think it's from the Blue Square Premier that they come up from. I'm not too sure if they can come up from anywhere else, but that's like currently what I know. So I'm guessing they come up from there. But Blue Square Premier is like my local team is in there. It's one below Championship 2, so it is quite a low league. So you can afford to you should be able to beat them. Even though Barnet didn't concede, Barnet did concede over 27 goals less than scoring. Oh, beautiful goal by Hyde there, my substitute striker. But I can afford to do this, and he wins the match just with 1-0. I found the match quite hard, actually, to be fair, with my team. I do bring on Cabba and Nurse in the... no, I think I don't actually do a sub in this match, I think. It was in the 29th, and I just thought I can keep that lead, keep these on, and just get them a bit of performance. But that is it. So 90th minute comes, 1-0. I kept that lead, so I thought that was quite good against York City. As soon as I was with my second team, you can see the difference. And in on professional, I probably would have had to kept one of the good players in there. As you see there, 1-0. And we are pretty much done. So hopefully you enjoy this episode. It's a bit longer. Hopefully you enjoy the commentary as well. I feel like I've kind of spoke a bit more, going on, not talking. Like sometimes I'll just be not concentrating and I'll kind of go a bit quiet. But I felt I did that quite well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like if you did, and I will join you again next Monday for the episode 5. Bye bye.